Hey guys, today I want to do a video response to Accidental Broadcast contest. The hardest we laughed and the hardest we cried, I think it is, basically. So yeah, here are my two little stories about it. So the hardest I've ever laughed to date, that I really can make my mind up to, I think it was when I was in France for work with my coworker, and we have to mount some type of cabinets to the walls where all the fuses and the wires and all that go in, and those things are kind of heavy. So it's for two guys, it's nearly impossible to make. It's pretty hard to do with two guys. But on that day we were only two, exactly me and my coworker, and we had to what is the word? We had to take that cabinet and carry it to the place on the wall where it should be mounted, basically. And that is what we tried. But till today I don't really know what made us laugh, but when we first tried it, we break out laughing so hard we couldn't even hold that thing in one position. So we had to put it down and get conscious again and stop laughing and stuff. So because laughing takes your strength and your power, pretty much. So we calmed down, stopped laughing, tried again, and as we took the thing, we break out laughing again, and so hard I can't really imagine laughing so hard till that date. Actually we had about 5 to 6 takes to put this thing on the wall. So yeah, that's my little story about the hardest I laughed to date. The hardest I cried to date came to my mind much earlier, and almost in the same moment when I watched Accidental Broadcast video where he put up the contest. It was when my grandfather died. You know, I had a pretty good relationship to my grandfather. It's actually the father of my mother that I'm talking about, and I had a really strong relationship to him, and when I got the message that he died, it was so unreal to me, and that's why I didn't cry at all in the first place. And I was in my hometown at his funeral, and I still wasn't able to cry. And we went to the church and prayed and all that stuff, and then we had that I don't know if it's the right word, we had that procession, I don't know, it's where a lot of people go in 2 by 2 and they carry his they carry him basically to the cemetery and bury him and lower him down into the grave. And we were there, and they lowered his still can't remember the word. Cave? No, not cave. So, yeah, where was I? They lowered him into the grave, and a few people said a few words and a lot of prayers by the Pope, and not the Pope, the preacher, and pretty usual. And I still didn't pray really, didn't cry really, but when it basically was all over, the funeral, and all people were gone, and almost every man, I can't speak today. Almost all people were gone. I suddenly I wasn't holding up crying. I just, it's like a switch that flicked inside me, and I broke out crying and fell into the arms of my brother, which I usually wouldn't do in any moment. But on that day, I broke out crying and fell into the arms of my brother, and just cried for 2 or 3 minutes straight, really strong and hard. I can't tell. And later that day, and I cried several times that day. I really can't. That's all I can say right now about it. So yeah. That's my 2 stories about the hardest I laughed and the hardest I cried. Hope you find it somewhat interesting, and hope you enjoyed in any way. And yeah, that's it for now, guys. Have a good one.